Okay, so I couldn't believe my eyes when I saw the price of margarine in some places, like the margarine that I'm used to using, the one that's best for baking. Real margarine, not margarine spread. Margarine spread is a little different from margarine. I mean, straight margarine, okay? I can't believe the price of margarine. It's like they figured it out that folks actually like to use margarine to supplement their butter. Anyway, this is Jan. I'm from New York City. I love helping people keep some more of their own hard-earned money. Could that be you? How you doing today? Welcome to another episode of No Frills Video. Today happens to be Thursday, and No Frills Video is less than 5 minutes and more than 1 minute. I like to accommodate folks that do not like very long videos or itsy bitsy teensy weensy ones either. Somewhere in the middle. We're talking about how we're continuing to talk about, and in case you missed the first few days this week, it's all the same theme. We're trying to see what can we do better this month than we did last month. And I mentioned the margarine. Now, at one time, literally the same margarine, I kid you not, it was like being given away like a song. This was about, it was a little while ago. Let's say in 2020 and 2021, I was literally able to get that type of margarine for only like either at on sale for $1 or at worst $2 for the sticks. I'm talking specifically the sticks, but for whatever the reason, margarine went up a lot. Yuck. I don't like that because I like to use my margarine for certain things, especially with baking. But that's my personal preference. Let's get back to what can we do to make this month a little better than last month. Let's focus on being ready for the last week of the month. That's been the theme thus far this week, because last weeks of the month are when people really, really struggle. Okay, I use that in a way as a euphemism. Some people get paid in the last week of the month, but I'm just pretending that a person gets their main sources of income in the beginning of the month, which is generally better. Now, that's the time of the month, okay, when you need to take a little bit of a forethought, meaning this, every little thing that you could save from your refrigerator, wrap it up and freeze and use it for a do-over meal, completely different meal at the last week of the month. You see, here's the goal. Two goals for the last week of the month. One, to not have to go to the grocery store. Yeah. You're saving in so many ways, on gas, on time, on effort, and the groceries. Okay. Manufacture your own meals in the beginning of the month, or eat much less, and much more frugal and healthy meals at the end of the month. Okay. And in the interim, try to save $10 or a little more if you could. $10 is the beginning goal. $10 a week in cash, so that by week 4, you have $40 of physical cash should something arise. Now, some people walk around that last week of the month with zero cash. That's a scary thing to do. I do not recommend it. Or they resort to their expensive, not their own money credit cards. Yep, I'm going to say it again. A credit card is not your own money. A credit card money is the bank's money. It belongs to the bank. You are a short-term borrower, and the bank expects you to pay it back. So instead of that, rely on your own cash. Well, I don't have enough cash. There are ways and there are ways to cut back. There are a lot of hidden ways that we do not realize it. I even spoke on the Everywhere at Steve Young 74 channel. A lot of people do not take advantage of rebates from manufacturers that are offering rebates on things that you purchase. So there are things that maybe you're bypassing, and it could be pretty sizable. So take advantage of that. And in the beginning of the month is a crucial time to think. Now, going back to the margarine, you know what I did one month? This sounds crazy because I anticipated. Every time I opened up a new stick of margarine in the beginning of the week, whatever was left, I wrapped it up. Oh, this is the big recommendation. Please listen carefully to this. Get a 13 by 9 pan. It could be one of those plastic pans. You could get, those cheap food savers, or you could even use an old beat up 13 by 9 baking pan that you don't use anymore, and use that as what you save your stuff and your little things in for the end of the month. Like, let's say, that half stick of margarine. I know that sounds like minutia to some people, but that half stick of margarine may make a big difference in an item that that person is baking, for example, or in case they run completely out of any type of fat for, a little bit of, little margarine on toast or whatever. I'm talking plainly here. I'm talking to the person that's living paycheck to paycheck and at the end of the month may be struggling. I am trying to say everything to avoid that extra trip to the grocery store, and you get to possibly keep KEEP in your hands, that $40 or even $50 at the end of the month. And guess what? You come out the winner. Yeah, 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 yeah. And that way you have an even better beginning of next month and the beginnings to start saving on a regular basis. Okay, well, I'll be back one more time tomorrow on this subject. Thank you so much for being here. I did go a little bit over time, but it was too important to bypass. Have an amazing, fantastic day. Please share these videos and please click like so that the algorithm knows that you like this type of video. Thank you so much. Thank you so very much.